yeah, what does racing look like for you now? Like, where are you? Because you mentioned this motivation thing. Because I sometimes wonder, like, are you willing to put in the sacrifices you did to win all those titles? And like, there's no wrong or right answer. You know, like, of course, you're
Hmm.
going to get burnt out at times in a career this long.
Yep, for sure. It's a tricky balance, man. One that I've honestly always struggled with racing. I love riding my bike more than anything. As far as like hobbies and stuff go. I love training and putting effort into something at that level, I think. The racing part, as you know, is like always a little bit stressful. I've definitely learned to enjoy that and enjoy my race days and not be so nervous a lot more the last like 5 or so years. Like even when I was winning a lot, like race days were not fun until the race was over. Like,
Yeah,
you were
man.
hanging out, but you were like, you had a job to do. There's a lot of pressure um, that I put on myself. I was so competitive. I wanted to do good and dominate and all those things, but it wasn't really fun until it was over. And the race results felt almost more like a relief than like a accomplishment at times. But as I've gotten
Even
older,
in the
I've
early
definitely,
years of your career,
yeah, for
like, it
sure.
was a relief, even right in the beginning. Interesting.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and I remember that even when I was a little kid, like racing BMX and motocross. Like I remember waking up on race day, in our little camper trailer at a motocross national, and hearing the trailer next to us with the little Pee Wee 50 fire up and start revving the thing in the morning, and it would wake me up out of bed at 6 o'clock, and just being like, man, I want to be anywhere else in the world except for here right now. Like I do not want to do this. Just too nervous. And I've always been really good at managing the nerves. Like I can feel like absolute crap inside and still just lay down a run. Like it doesn't affect my performance, but it definitely affects my like the daily just like chilled out happiness a bit or used to. But yeah, I think after all the years, man, it's been up and down. Like I think a couple of years ago, I definitely had a little bit of a dip when I had my elbow, because it's been a really hard 4 or 5 years. Like the list of injuries and just the weird things that have happened, like back to back to back, like the scenarios that have led up to then finally having like a consistent year in 22 or whenever that was, podiuming pretty much all the last races, and then getting the new bike with Intense, having a year under my belt where it was like no crashing, everything was just really good. I'm like, all right, we're finally ready to like challenge for a World Cup title again. Like, let's go, we're good, I
And
can
you were
win
as
races.
motivated as ever then.
Yeah, had an amazing off season. Like finally things were turning around again where I was on the bike for more than a few months at a time. And then first race of the year, Switzerland, third practice run, did my elbow, was out for a year. And it was like we got this bike park during that time. I think part of it was boredom of being hurt and wanting to take on another project. But I was a little at a point where I was like, man, I still really want to race. I enjoy it more than I ever had, but I also feel like I could have walked away from it easier than at any other time in my career, where I was just like, if I have another opportunity that's good and I can still ride my bike and race a little when I want to or whatever, like I might look at that. And I think after getting back on the bike after so long last year at a Canadian Open, I didn't race, but I did practice because it was like kind of my first couple days back on the bike. I don't I just kind of like, I wouldn't say like fell in love with it again, because I really loved riding my bike. Like things were going really good before I got hurt. But I think maybe I just appreciated it a little bit more. And I think I appreciated like the talent I have, the skill set I have, and the opportunity that I have a little bit more. Like once I qualified really good at Mount St. Anne, the last World Cup last year, and felt like I was like really close to winning World Cup pace again, which to me, with the preparation I had coming into that, which was almost nothing, I was like, man, I think I'm gonna really miss aiming at something at this level, or being able to do something at this level when it's over with. I've always been somebody since I was a little kid, whether it was BMX, motocross, now it's downhill. I just wanted to try to be the best at it. And I think when I'm done racing mountain bikes and I can't do something at that high of a level, or I don't have the thing where you wake up every day and you're like, we're going to the gym today and we're training and we're aiming at this thing. I'm like, I think I'm really going to miss it, because I'm built like that. It's like if I was going to be in the military, I'd be trying to go into like special operations, or I'm just like, it's always been my kind of mentality and mindset. I just want to like, I really like aiming at something. And if it's competitive and it's physical, those are both big bonuses for me because I like that type of competition, or challenge. And so it's like, sending emails doesn't give me the same vibe, or it's like, not that I can't try to be great at other things outside of sports or something physical. But I don't know, there's something like, I don't know, as a man, maybe that, you're like, dude, when you can get in there and like go toe to toe at something like with yourself or somebody else, like I like it. So I think, it was funny. Nico and I were talking about this on the shuttle truck yesterday. I was like, yeah, I'm kind of realizing like if I can do this at this level for a few more years, like it would be really hard to walk away from it. Like I think I might regret it because it's not something I'll be able to come back to, 10 years down the road. Like it'll be done. Like I can go race masters or do something if I wanted, but it's not going to be the same. So I think for me, like I really just kind of appreciate what I have. I've done it since I was a little kid, really, and I think I'll miss it when it's gone. So it's kind of given me a bit of a perspective of like, you can challenge for wins at this level. Like, just get over your nerves and go race and enjoy it, dude. Like, it's not gonna last forever. So, I think that's given me a little bit of a revived, mature perspective, maybe over the last year or two that I didn't maybe have as much before.
Yeah, that's super interesting. And if you're even mentioning that, that is what you're gonna miss. That's what I miss. That's what I
Yeah,
struggle with. Everyone says, "Oh, you've
totally.
transitioned well," but I'll tell you honestly, like the fulfillment factor of getting up and chasing that one purpose, like you said, okay, today's the gym, then it's some downhill runs, and then you're just working towards this one goal, this one carrot, and there's something so simple and fulfilling about that.
Yeah.